We're here to give Inca some oysters. Do you live in America? Do you know?
No, I don't.
Yeah. This is beautiful. We have a friend who lives on Belmont.
Oh yeah.
That's the only place we've been in.
It's okay. Is it a little mud on the
We
ground?
don't want to walk it all over.
Oh, it's okay. We'll take care of it.
So, a gift from the oysters to you.
Well, thanks.
Were they okay in the
They're a
sample?
little bit too small, you know, so seed really doesn't have much disease, so the older,
Yes.
the better is to detect disease, you know, so this probably escaped most of the detection, because these are about 1 year old, you know,
Well,
so I will start from the largest ones.
Okay.
It's been setting in July of 2012.
that's...
So they have been only one full growing season on that location.
Okay.
And they do have the new set too, you know. So I will take some pictures of these so you will better figure out what's going on, because you have been getting to this summer set too here.
Okay. All
Very
right,
muddy.
yes, this summer, I see.
Yeah.
And 2000, okay. That's what's interesting. We did, when you're walking, just look below on your feet.
All right, here we have this summer set.
This summer.
This clumps.
What's that?
So these ones, these summer oysters, and these have been eaten up already, you know, because most of them, of course, disappear. This may be also this summer's set. And you see that they are predated, you know, so very few of them are going to survive, you know, to as an adult oyster.
I see, yeah. So that's a common average. I mean, what you're seeing there is the way oysters grow and behave, right? And then the things that are...
That's the way they behave in a seed bed, yes.
Ah, okay. This is going to be a step in the right direction just to understand a little bit, you know. And, you know, there may be people in New York State who will then be able to, are there people? Anyone like you?
No, they don't have a shellfish pathologist there.
Well, I guess because it's not a commercial, right, or something?
Yes, there's very low oyster production, so there's basically only Frank Flowers in Oyster Bay, you know.
Oh, okay. A guy, is that...
Frank Flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Dave Relia that works there, so there's basically only one producer in the whole state of New York.
Right.
Yeah, I will show you what I'm going to be doing with these oysters.
Oh, okay.
You know,
good.
So I'm going to be washing and measuring and processing them, and after that I will put them in these cassettes. So I'm taking like one cross-section of every oyster and putting it there. And I'm going to be putting fixative in here, so I'm going to be fixing it for 48 hours.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And after that it goes in this infiltration machine, because I will embed the samples with paraffin. So basically here is 75% ethanol, then there's 95% ethanol, and then there's 100% ethanol, and then xylene, and then melted paraffin. So at that point,
Paraffin, yes.
so this is like a paraffin part you would see in your nail salon, you know.
I've never been to a nail salon, so I don't know.
So basically about 90% of inside this cell is water. So the fixative replaces all the water, and after that procedure, all the water has been replaced with paraffin. And the purpose of this is to...
You're aiming for a slide.
Is to try to get it rigid enough so I can section it.
Yes. Ooh.
And this kind of like turns itself overnight, you know, so it kind of works for 16 hours. And I was just getting ready to embed the sample when you came here, you know, so I have one oyster sample on harbor, so this is something I sampled myself here. And here is the cross sections of the oyster that are now infiltrated in the paraffin.
Then you section it, you slice it?
Yeah, then I embedded it in the paraffin block, and after that they are going to be looking like these. I have here 5 small oysters in this section.
Oh,
See this?
Yes, yeah. Those are actual little seeds, right? Little tiny,
small oysters, and after that I section it with the microscope. So I basically this goes in here, and then I take 5 micrometer sections. So the sections are thinner than one cell layer.
Wow.
Ooh.
And they go on the microscope glass. This is actually the same block, you see, but it looks like
Yes,
when it's sectioned and stained, you know. And you see that the gills are here, and there's the digestive diverticulum, and the pink stuff there in the middle is the stomach.
The stomach.
So basically
okay.
from one cross section I try to see all the
Right.
organs and tissues at the same time. I think these are always very beautiful, you know, and then when I start to look them under the microscope. Yeah, this is the staining series, so this is hematoxylene eosine. Hematoxylene is a natural stain, so it's plant material, and everything in histology is kind of empirical. But this is exactly the same procedure that's done in the hospital, you know,
Sure.
for human
Yeah.
tissues.
Well, I read your background, and you came from the medical field, didn't you?
I did have a 5-year postdoc.
Yeah. My father was a doctor as well at Columbia Presbyterian, you know, and he was a very important doctor, but we grew up in the 50s, and our refrigerator had all blood and urine samples from patients, you know, and we were little kids. That's how we grew up, you know.
Well, maybe that's why you find this stuff fascinating.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's all part of the landscape that I've lived.